of Motherwell in Gqeberha are demanding the reopening of 2 clinics in the area. The facilities were closed after the death of 15-year-old Zenizole Vena, who was allegedly sent away after being kidnapped and raped. Now, staff at both clinics have not reported for duty as they fear for their lives following the incident. Nursing Union Denosa has since requested that some of the nursing staff be relocated to nearby clinics. Let's get more on what exactly is going on at these 2 clinics, and we're joined by Denosa chairperson in the Dora Nginza region, Vuyo Nodlamu. Mr. Nodlamu, thank you very much for your time. Let's start with why the nurses are fearing for their lives instead of reporting for duty at their posts.
Thank you, Cody. Good day, and it is your listeners and viewers at home. To answer on that, Cody, it is because of the incidents that took place after the tragic incident that was reported perhaps on social media that is currently making sounds around, whereby a tragic incident of a 15-year-old who was kidnapped and raped happened to go to the clinic. But unfortunately, what causes the scare was the fact that the manner in which it was reported on social media that she was not attended to. So therefore, the community, because of such information, it can be understandable that it was an abroad that a young lady who was facing such a tragic incident could not get help in the public health facility. It could not be accepted. Therefore, I think the anger of the community started from there. Hence, you're seeing that the clinics were closed. Therefore, the matter needed to be clarified, and then all the facts needed to be put on the table. Then, therefore, we can see how can we move forward, in attending to this matter.
Let me ask you about this anger you speak about from community members. Is that anger still visible? Is it palpable? Can you still feel that community members are very angry and might just turn on these nurses?
I think, first and foremost, if it can be clarified and explained as to how the incidents happened, we believe that the community might not be as angry as they were. But what now is at stake is the fact that those that need healthcare service delivery, they are indeed, and those that really are in need of health services, especially from those institutions that are currently not operational temporarily, will concur that they need to be open urgently. What transpired is the report that was brought to the organization in the attention that the clinic where it all started was at NU11 clinic, whereby what happened is that there was this lady who came to the facility looking for help after the incident was reported. While the investigation continues, we have established that the deceased did visit the institution, but what needs to be corrected is the fact that she was chased away, and it has been reported on different social media platforms. In fact, what we have established on our side was that she was at the health facility accompanied by an elderly woman who immediately on their arrival of the clinicians at the clinic reported that she has brought this young lady who was involved in such a barbaric incident and requested assistance. Immediately after the opening of the facility, they were requested to come in, whereby a clinical examination was conducted according to the report. And since the facility doesn't provide forensic examination for such cases, it is reported that they were referred to the police station where a case was to be lodged, and they would be then be taken to a dedicated forensic examination center for further management. Now it is reported whether the victim collapsed and unfortunately died. Currently, we haven't received a post-mortem report of that. A full investigation was that has to be launched and the facts have been established. Now, due to the unsubstantiated utterances that were taking place at social media that was shared, that the residents then therefore took it upon themselves to see that it cannot be correct that a young lady, after being of the such, can be denied access to healthcare, whereas they were the first people that were served and then they were referred. So what needs to be corrected was that the manner in which the circumstances unfolded, although there's a proper investigation that is taking place so that the community can be aware. I think the anger of the community, including and others, has died down, because when this has to be communicated properly, it will put all the facts in perspective and everyone can understand what inspired to put us in this situation.
All right. I think you've explained this in some detail, and in particular, it's how this incident was reported on when it emerged. But would it not have been a correct step by the nurses at the said clinic that they should have referred this young lady, given her injuries, to a much bigger health facility in order for her to be treated there before being told that she needs to go to a police station? Because at the police station, I'm not sure anyone would have the expertise to deal with such a person who needs urgent medical care.
Although we have not got the actual forensic report or the investigation that says the referral system, where it started or where they should have started, we are not sure about the actual details. But maybe to come closer to your question, it is a practice that a site that is dedicated for further investigation for such, it should be the next referral point of duty. But however, we are not sure, we don't know the specifics to say where they referred back then and they opted for other options. That is not clear. It needs to be clarified on the specifics of the report. But however, that is the practice that actually takes place within the healthcare facilities, whereby they can be forensically examined and also all other steps can then follow. Now, we are not in a position to determine where the first referral was done, but we understand it clearly that it should have been the practice.
All right. So let's try and find a way forward then, Mr. Nodlamu. And the question is, the community there where these clinics are located, they're now suffering because there's no one to help them with their medical needs. What is being done by the province, the health department, to restore order, so to speak, and to assure these nurses that they are not in any danger?
Thank you, Colin. What we have requested from the head office, including also community leaders, was an engagement that will find a lasting solution. Because what is key and paramount is service delivery to the innocent people that are out there. And what our first step was to engage everyone that seems to have interest on the key stakeholders that exist within the public health services and those of community that are around the services. And the next step was to ensure a safe passageway whereby community leaders also are involved in ensuring that services and the safety of these healthcare workers is also taken care of so that they can be part and parcel of the solution. That is what we have stated. But what we can also state is that we have identified that also part of these strategies and what the healthcare system that we are operating under is also influenced by certain elements of instability when it comes to political stability within, because we'll find that political parties have tended to include themselves and try to gain, unnecessary gains with tragic incidents that are taking place within our communities. And there's this brawl and so on that also deters the Department of Health in doing its duty and also protecting its workers and giving service delivery to so on. So we are calling upon the head office also to ensure that there is political stability within the metro, whereby all the necessary stakeholders can focus on the job at hand, that is to deliver healthcare service to our people, which are currently in need. We are hoping that we are currently set up meetings so that we can make sure that those operations are going to be rendered as soon as all these areas have been, explained, and everyone has put a commitment to ensure that we are going to make sure that the security, the service delivery, and then all the necessary, protocols that needs to be, put in place in ensuring that we deliver quality healthcare service to our people. That is our hope, and we are currently committed to involve ourselves to ensuring that.
All right, Vuyo Nodlamu, let's leave it there for the time being.